Our mission at Lindy Skin is to find ways to help people really live through cancer and their cancer treatments. We don't focus on just surviving. That's the job of the medical community, and they're doing a really great job. We believe that going through cancer treatment doesn't mean you have to stop living your life.
The words of Lindy Snyder. You're watching The Dawn Show live here, spending some time with Lindy Lou.
Hello.
So, with your company specifically, you really help people. People, contact you and say, this skincare product, helped me get through just such a difficult time. Tell me about some of those stories and how it all works.
Well, I think that, people are in treatment with their doctor at hospitals, wherever they're being treated to cure the disease. And they're living their life in the meanwhile, and they want to live a good life. And part of living a good life is maintaining and doing what you love to do. And there are certain things, and believe it or not, your skin can be one of them, that can actually stop you. Certain types of chemotherapy or radiation can cause such damage that it's uncomfortable. You have to stop your treatment. But the bottom line is, you don't want to have to do that. You don't want to have to worry about that. So my job, and the job of my products, is to keep your skin intact, to keep it beautiful, so that you can carry on with your treatment and carry on with your life. And I think that for men and women, it's not just about getting better. You want to look good, you want to feel good. I mean, you see people, they'll wear wigs if they've lost their hair, or they'll wear turbans or scarves. But your skin is your largest organ. Right. And if something's going wrong with that, it needs to be dealt with. And you want to have the tools, you want to have things available to you just like anybody would.
And that's the great thing now, your product, because you're going to be in CVS.
Yes.
This is sort of breaking news, right? That
Yes.
you're going to now not just be in hospitals or boutiques around the world, but be in the local CVS.
Right, and we're very excited because my thing is that this is something that should be accessible to everyone, and you shouldn't have to go to the hospital to get what you need. There's skincare products for everybody in the world in a drugstore, and not for cancer patients, and there will be 42% of Americans diagnosed with cancer. That's
huge.
That's huge.
But then also your products can be used for anybody with sensitive skin. I mean, my kids have all the allergies, so they, a lot of people who use your products, it has nothing to do with cancer.
Well, that's right. I mean, and not all products or organic products or botanicals are created equal. They're not all good for you, or there's a lot of people that are allergic to some of those. And we have really solved for that in the sense that if you have super sensitive skin or you're reactive to certain ingredients. My children use it. I used it on their diaper rash. I use it. It's very healthy skincare, but it actually does what it's supposed to do. And if we can solve for people that have really difficult issues, imagine how good it is, for people that have just general skincare problems.
It's a great product. I loved on your website, we've been giving out your website if people want to look through because you have so many great products, but I love how you give some guidelines for somebody, let's say, who's just been diagnosed, using lukewarm water, for example, and mild soap.
It's very important, yes, to use lukewarm, not hot water, mild soaps or washes. You don't want things with alcohols that are drying. Some alcohols say alcohol, but they're actually an ester, which is really not drying. But not rubbing your skin, avoiding heavy perfumes. Some things with scent are okay. Creams after showering, especially right after showering while your skin is still damp. Whenever you moisturize your face too, your skin should still be damp. You want to essentially seal moisture in and not dry your skin out. So you want to sort of take these guidelines and then use good skincare product, along with those guidelines.
But these guidelines really could be for anybody,
they are,
right? I mean,
and they are for anybody. The worst thing we do every day is overwash our face, our hands. I mean, that's where we're always dry, isn't it? Because we're constantly washing with soap and water, which strips really healthy oil from your skin.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that.
We're always talking about beauty, and of course we're loving our Joelle Garcia, which is one of the best parts when you come on the Dawn Show.
Oh, I know.
This is the perk, right?
I'm so glamorous.
Joelle
I love
gives us
it.
the makeover.
Yes.
But for women, it's interesting how over the years, looking good has a different definition. You know, we've talked about, back in the day when I started out as an anchor person years ago, when you were a younger businesswoman out of college, right, you would always wear a jacket.
Right.
Now it's bare arms and bare legs.
Right, yes, and I'm still lamenting over the lack of stockings. I think I want to start a movement to bring back pantyhose.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I like them. They're the great equalizer.
I'm with you. Why did you say that you wanted to be the first Jewish cowgirl? Where did that come from? Because people have to know, because you're so like glamorous and put together. But you love to camp, you love to fish. You're a woman who's got a gun. You know how to shoot.
Love that. Yes.
Now you want a captain's license?
I do. I'm going to sailing school this weekend. I cannot wait. We're talking about spars and, the windward side versus the leeward side. Yes. Because I think inside I really am. I'm a total tomboy. I grew up in sports, as you know. This is about as glamorous as I could ever get. And I was joking earlier that I should have brought in my hat. It's really, I think women today, really, there's two sides of us. We're the ones that are running after the kids, and we're the ones holding down a career, and you really do have to have these two sides, but deep inside, I am a cowgirl. That's the real me. It really is.
Yeehaw, right? All right, Lindy, when our conversation continues, Lindy's love of wild animals and her work with nonprofits to preserve nature, and of course, some Flyers talk.
And we continue spreading the word that you don't have to stop living your life. You don't have to stop being you, and you can really live while going through this.